craft that takes 200 tons into orbit. 87 tons is no problem. The exhaust from the top aerospikes might hit the duo adapters. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's go for a launch. I think that this middle stage needs more fuel and less of that. So I'm going to do this before I go out there. Let's take that stuff off. Alright. Okay, seems legit so far. Come on, girly. I think I can just go like this, can't I? Oh, I'm too high now. Okay. That looks good, right? 10,540. 10,540. 1.72, only 1.37 on the first stage, though. Only 1.37. It's almost like we could use more arrow spikes. 1.37 is pretty slow to get off the ground. Don't launch, wait 13 minutes. What about my idea? UMC Hailfiler. No, dude, wait a second. Let me look at UMC Hailfiler's idea. I appreciate you being here. Give the Kirby coffee and watch him fly. I take time out of my stream. I take time out of my stream, and that is what you give me? Give the Kerbal coffee? Alright. Those are the most recent fuel lines, right? Yes, those are the most recent fuel lines. And I think one problem here may be that this central core is going to dump before we dump the outside stages. The central core is going to dump before we dump the outside stages. I wonder. Thank you. I need to keep drinking here. Let's take it to as long as Volgar the Mighty just tried to land on a high elevation DOS so you avoid the super first. Lord Techi, I agree with that as well. Let's do this, folks. Let's do this. We've been very patient. We have been very patient, and I appreciate that. Those are a little bit lower than the other ones. How about that? I do appreciate people being patient. How much Delta V is it going to cost me to put chutes on this thing? Let's look. 10,497, a little bit. I almost think that this, now the exhaust will hit the landing leg. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let me do the struts and let's go take this thing for a test spin at Kerbal and see if it separates cleanly and that sort of stuff. And I have a feeling we're definitely going to want to do this. But this is how Eve landers usually end up looking, isn't it? DOS, the struts. The struts, the struts. DOS, the struts. Blue, go for it. Go for it. I won't be able to give a very thorough opinion right now, but I would definitely say go for it. Let's see if it goes. Let's see if it goes. Decoupler on all legs. Zagathy, it doesn't add that much. It adds almost nothing. Moo, what's up, Quetzal? Quetzi, I always want to say Quetzal because of the I. Quetzi, what's going on? That is a legitimate looking Eve lander so far. Let us take it for a KSA Eve lander. I'm just going to go with that. Save it, launch it. Let's see what we've got. Santi, we're designing a lander that can take off from Eve. A lander that can take off from Eve. Let's see here. Ridiculous? Yes, they do. We tried decoupling the landing legs. We did trying to decouple the landing legs, and it just didn't gain very much because they get tossed so early. So, that thing has more Delta V than most of my rockets. It has to. It has to. So let's throttle up. Let's see if why do we have 15 monopropellants somewhere? Oh, we never took the monoprop out of the top cannon. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see here. Survey says Master Keef. Congratulations, you have won a free ticket to test a rocket. Or my condolences, you've won a free ticket to test a rocket, maybe, is what should be in line here. Master Keef, you're getting on the rocket. That is what's happening. I'm sorry. Get in there. You forgot your clampatron. Yeah, we'll get that. Well, we'll get that, Theater. We'll get that. My parachutes are in the wrong stage. Thank y'all. I will check the staging before we take off. It won't let you do that. It's so annoying in that way. I mean, you know the bug, right? Where you can't actually drag them up to the right stage because they expand, and then that happens, and then they expand, and then you can't scroll it when you have them expanded. Alright. I don't even care about those things because they're going to get ditched way early. They're totally going to get ditched way early. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here. Did I miss anything else? Have a look. Did I miss anything else? Tell me if I missed anything else. Tell me if I missed anything else. This is a huge deal. We can throttle up, panel lock, SAS engage. Rocket testing is done by draft. Nope, it's done by totally random draft. Derbologist, I'm going to launch it. Now DOS is going to kill me. Nope. I warned you about the monoprop. Thank you, monoprop. I can't catch everything. Parabee shoots are in the round says Undead Beast Guy, Blackworth, and Einasker. Thank y'all for the follows. I appreciate it. Dorsal battery. We did forget a dorsal battery, so this is doomed to failure. Control authority. Wow. Having my fun. That's a huge one. That is a huge one. It has a that's a huge one. Electric charge. Yeah, wow, we're gonna need control authority out the wazoo to control this thing. Alright, we're gonna have to figure that out later. Let's launch it and see what we got. Just look at that pillar of fire, basically. But it doesn't have the control authority to go straight. Because we don't have control authority on those engines. And we've got overheating problems. You good? Alright, I'm good though. Wait, I'm good, I'm good. Hang on, you're safe, you're safe. You're in DOS's hands. Chill out. You're safe. That was a problem. Folks, it doesn't do you any good to ask. Look at all the explosions. We're probably gonna... We took out the runway. Things are exploding. That piece almost hit the spaceplane hangar. You're good. You're good. Master Keef, you're in my hands. Hang on a second. I got you here. I got you. Whew. So we have some serious problems. We don't have any control authority. Fins for control, they'll lower drag, and fun fact, they'll increase your terminal velocity. Use fins. The overheating is a big problem. Yeah, good thing. I bet he would have died on the command state. Good thing we're not cheaty. Master Keef, lucky for you, you were saved. You were saved. You've got Das Valdez looking out for you. You're good to go, Master Keef. Give everybody a big old smile. A big old Kerbal smile. Well, or not. Jeez, seriously? I just saved your life and you're just like... Ah, yes. Oh, we do have the Cheaty McCheaterson pod, too. We do, we do, we do. Alright. Let's recover things here and get back to work. Good jump, Master Keef. Good jump. No, it's fine. It happened. We're going to recover the vessel. We're fine. We still have the Cheaty McCheaterson pod on, too. Kinda wrecked. Kinda wrecked. It did hit the fan. It totally hit the fan. Let's go back and solve some of these issues. Small solar panels on top of the rocket. We are going to need electric charge. The overheating is going to be a problem. The overheating is going to be a problem. We probably don't need these. I don't know. Maybe we need these on Eve. Maybe we don't need them in the middle. How can we fix the overheating? I know how. The problem is connecting engines directly to a decoupler or a coupler like that. It is better to do it this way. I'm a little concerned about that aerospike's thrust. Seems quasi-legitimate. You know, if it's not actually keeping it from thrusting, I think we go with it. Alright, see? That looks pretty good, actually. Okay. Alright. So we've got... I think that would solve the overheating. 10,370, how do we lose delta V? We lost delta V from doing something. Adding more of these things, maybe? 1.23 thrust is not great either, because we added all that fuel. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Do we have enough SAS? We definitely don't. Check its thrust by just igniting just those engines. CAD-TAM, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Brain fried, shut up! Everybody knows that you're my brother. You don't have to act like you don't know me. Seriously, dude? This dude? I don't understand how this dude, blah, 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 blah. Everybody knows that you're related to me. You don't have to act like you don't know me. These are 0.1 each. That's a lot of control authority. Alright. A big SAS between the huge tanks at the bottom. But we'll drop that first. Mona Bobby, we're going to drop that. That's the first stage that drops. And so then we won't have any control authority after we drop that. That's why I want it on this stage, because I think if we have it on this stage, then we'll have enough when we get to that stage. Yeah, you did. That's right. That's right. Alright. Alright, and we're sorry. 2 of these are equal to 1 of these. So I wonder if we don't need that, maybe. Brain fried, dude. You're hilarious. That won't work. And I don't really want to, Dr. Telos, what's going on? We're building an Eve lander here, and we're talking about it as we go. We're figuring it out as we go. We could put an SAS module here without being too cheaty, I think. I love that hold down Alt thing. See, that doesn't feel too cheaty, honestly. 1.42 thrust to weight. Oh, because we're dropping that tank right away. That's not going to work. SAS power is good too. Yeah, we're definitely going to need that. We should just put dorsal batteries everywhere. Dorsal batteries for days. Dorsal battery on every stage can get a dorsal battery. Dorsal battery for you. Dorsal battery for you. Dorsal battery for the middle stage. Dorsal battery for the drop tank. Everybody gets a dorsal battery. Switch command pods. Okay. 10,346 though. Ugh. Let's go and get that other command pod. The non-cheaty command pod. Take all the monoprep. 9,920. That's 10,000, right? Like that. On all the sides! Oh, yeah, I fixed it, though. I fixed it. I saw that. I did fix it, though. Alright, need solar panels. Yes, Goldie, we definitely need solar panels. I wonder how much. Hang on. How much will using these solar panels cost us? That's going to cost us 70 delta V to put them on that stage. That cost us 15 delta V to put them on that stage. To put them on this stage cost us 8 delta V. How is the other command pod cheaty? Musical tanks. We were kidding. Thank y'all, guys. I do need a drink. No, Master of Aardvarks. I don't agree. I don't agree. And we set some mission parameters. It's really easy for people who are very experienced with the game to get off of Eve if they cheat a little bit, right? They use massless parts. They spam OP engines, that sort of stuff, right? They make a huge, insanely huge rocket, you know, all sorts of stuff. It's not that difficult if you use some of the cheating tactics, like using a command chair and that sort of stuff. What we're trying to do is only 44 more for 3K followers. No, Bremer, I don't have anything in mind. I mean, landing on Eve, how's that? I won't land this on Eve until I get the followers. That's 10,000 meters per second of delta V. 10,000. Yeah, Doc, you better be careful. Only have Dr. Pepper that tastes funny. Alright. I don't like the 1.23 is my biggest problem with this craft. We've got all these arrow spikes going, and it's only 1.23. I don't like that. I wish that there was something we could do. I wish that there was something we could do about that. Making an insanely huge rocket isn't cheating. What I meant to say, Cantab, I'll agree with that. What I meant to say is that making a huge pancake rocket that could never be fit in a fairing and that sort of stuff, I think that that's a problem. I think that that's a problem. Boosters, you say. Boosters, you say. I don't have a place to fit boosters, though. I don't have a place to fit boosters. And we'll put a little bit of that on there. We don't even have any science. We don't have a... Imagine the ladder system. Use the Rockomax Mark 55. The radial engine? No, I don't think so. Let's see. That engine is so inefficient. Plus, it's going to clip, see? Yeah, that engine is way inefficient. 290 ASL? No. You should correct the central dop tank. I think you... Wait, correct it. Optimaran, what's wrong with it? Yeah, no, Man on Fire. What do you mean overtime? Overtime. I'm not on KSPDV today. I'm on DOS time. DOS time is we stop streaming when the mission is done. What is wrong with the central tank? The central tank is our first drop stage, and it is feeding asparagus style to the outside. Jeez, it's really hard to see, actually. It's feeding asparagus style to the outside engines. Understand why the top part has 2 FT200s in top... Wait, what now? 2 FT200s? These? Because that's extra delta V and we didn't need the thrust to weight. These guys right here are because we needed extra delta V, but we didn't need the thrust to weight. Watch what happens. That's worth like 400 delta V right there, right? And it's asparagus staging. So we didn't want to put it in the outside stage. We needed more thrust in that one and less thrust as we went. That's why we did it. We're gaining the I think we're gaining the thrust to weight in the correct place there. If we put it out here, the middle stage is going to have too much thrust to weight. And plus, this will carry it even higher into the atmosphere, so it'll get even more delta V out of it. Put a ladder somewhere. Yeah, Dino Man, I know. We're actually going to have to make another craft. Another craft. It's going to clip unless you go perfectly straight. Jason, Chris, and G-Bam, thanks for the follows, yo. We're building an Evelander. What's going to cliff? I'm impressed of everything you keep track of. Thank you, Goldie. I appreciate it. It's hard with chat sometimes, and I know I'm not doing everything. Poodle's terrible. The Poodle's terrible. It doesn't have very good thrust to weight. I think that this is the right place. We need more down here, and then we'll have decreasing thrust to weight. I think I have it balanced perfectly fine. Yeah, it takes 24. Bottom left engine. No, the monoprop engine. You're hilarious. Alright. We've got 10,000. I'm concerned about that. That number needs to be so much higher. The drop tank. No, I mean, we need more engines. We need more engines. We need more engines. And guys, I mean, I appreciate all the chat. Stage clears to prevent exploded main tanks so we don't risk a crash landing. I'm wondering about that. Final checks for layer commencing. Nice. Thank you, Syacon. I appreciate that. Let's go out. Chat, let's go out and launch it again. Let's go out and launch it again and see how it is. Let's see if that's stopped. If we're not going perfectly straight. Oh, now I see what you're saying. If you have tanks up there and originally instead of using an FT400, you could drop them when they are empty. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? I didn't even touch anything. I was reading chat and just letting it to go. Good start. It's a good start. That was definitely a good start. What the deuce? Jeb's cool. Jeb is cool. Jeb still has a completely intact craft, honestly. Look. Jebs can still totally drive this thing around. Look. Jeb was cool. Jeb is still cool. Jeb is still going. He's not done yet. He's still not done. Hang on. Look at Jeb come rolling out of the flames. Now he's rolling into the flames. Jeb, get off the barbecue pit, please. Jeb is cool. Jeb is cool. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We're good. Physics kicks in and it bounces so heavy that it broke everything. What if you put landing legs on decouplers? Lignoba, we tried that. We tried that. You have to launch supported ups a little bit. All right, let's revert it to launch and see if that happens again. Does it happen 2 times in a row? Usually that's a sign. Did you see it squat down and like stab the launch pad with an arrow spike and then bounce back up again? That's nuts. That's nuts. Jeb is still good. Look at this mess of rocket parts. These tanks are still good. All right. All we have to do to fix that, is add 4 struts to the rocket. If we If we took these landing legs and we put them further down, that is a solution. Landing legs further down, also the correct symmetry, please. So landing legs further down is a correct solution. And struts that go like this is also a correct solution. That was awesome, though. That was totally awesome. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Population us. I think this one here needs to come out one bit of symmetry like that. Alright, that'll fix it. That'll fix it right there. If it's bottoming out on Kerbal, think about what it's going to do on Eve. Yeah, that's why I just fixed it. I just saw what happened. I just saw what happened. We're good to go. No, we have to test this. If it blows up the launch pad, it's definitely going to have troubles on Eve. Adding a few fins or wing help on both Eve and Kerbal? Maybe, but their weight that doesn't do anything for us. I wonder what's more. Wow. Such jeez, oh Pete. Dude, B Sparrow in Big Bass 1997. Thanks for the follows. Hope you catch something, Big Bass. Let's see here. To pull the rocket down. Predict boom. No, we're good. We're good. See? We're good. We're good. I had to launch those things. Alright, here we go. Throttle it up. Panel lock it. Let's see if we can control this rocket. Let's see if that center stage can decouple too. We do have clearance, right? I do have some clearance. Jeez, look at all that weight on those things. I think that they're going to need struts in between here too. Alright. Blackworth, we've already done that one. We've already done that mod. I did that last Thursday where I was looking at life support systems. And we've got no monoprop. Good. 3, 2, 1. Space. Alright, so it's flying straight, which is a good thing. How are we going to know when this tank needs to come out? Alright, it's using that now. So when that comes out, okay, I've got 1, I've got 2. I think we're okay with that bit of overheating. I don't think that that's going to be a big problem. I don't think that that's going to be a big problem. Redo your staging. I'm not worried about the staging right now. I'm not worried about the staging. Oh, I forgot to put a user back in. That's okay. Roger, Roger. Do we have clearance? Clearance? Don't call me Shirley. Alright, that's empty. Okay, that worked. That worked. That's probably going to blow up the launch pad, but it worked. What? Why did those run out of fuel? Those fuel lines don't seem to be working. Those fuel lines are on backwards. Alright, those fuel lines are totally on backwards. That's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. Yeah, well, I'm not worried about launching on this. I'm just seeing if the staging comes apart correctly. And we definitely had problems there already. Yeah, these engines here were feeding out of the wrong tanks. They just had those. We've got to go fix that. Let me see if these things actually decouple, though. Put me these in. Remember, it doesn't do you any good to ask. I don't do that. I don't do the whole asking thing. Let's see here. Might as well try a bit of a gravity turn since we still have how much delta V? A lot. Okay, it rolls a little bit. I'm liking this. Center tank is feeding everything on the outside. Yeah. Oh. Guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? Remember Earthworm Slim? Does anybody remember Earthworm Slim's request? We're supposed to wake up Earthworm Slim. We're supposed to wake up Earthworm Slim at a specific time. Wow! These things, they wouldn't have lasted as long. We're going to get more Delta V out of this, I think. We've got crazy thrust to weight. Let's see if this decouples correctly. Alright, that worked. And if this stage still had fuel, that would be amazing. We are supposed to wake up Earthworm Slim. This stage is out of fuel, though, so that's a problem. What we need to do is launch the next stage. And let's see how all this decouples, and then we're going to wake up Earthworm Slims. Yeah, no, there's just 2. Monev, we checked the landing legs. That didn't get us very much Delta V. It gave us like 8 Delta V. It didn't really help us out much. We did check that earlier. I'll try it again. But the extra weight did not really help. We will go wake up Earthworm Slim. This is enough control authority. We could definitely get this thing to orbit. I really just want to see if these things are... Goldie, yeah. The only thing that I was looking at was whether the stage is decoupled. I wasn't worrying about launching into Kerbal or anything like that. I was just worried about how the stages would decouple from each other. That is what I was worried about. Alright, that worked. Now we have these stages full. I mean, this craft still has 2979 Delta V, right? Slim wake up? Yeah, we did. We did try it, Monev. That's a great idea, and I'll simulate it again at the end and see what that gets us. We also tried the popping the chutes off, right? We tried popping the chutes off. That is my phone, folks. I told myself that when this phone breaks, I'll get a new one. Before it had the reputation for never breaking. This is going to decouple just fine. What is going on here? Get off me, rockets. How did that work? How did that work? Dash String, thank you, Immortal Rich. Alright, so we had a staging issue. Let's go back to the vehicle assembly. Moon landing. No, we're not going to do a moon landing. We're not going to do a moon landing. Yes, Dash, checked out the DV charts for Eve. A good figure to have in mind is 10K. So we could take off right now. We'd be so close. We'd be so close. But see, look, these fuel lines right here aren't actually attached to the right place because I moved the tanks around, remember? So we need to do it like these guys need to be going from here out to the tanks like that. That is what they need to be doing, but not in 1x symmetry, in 4x symmetry, please. Why is that looking like that? That doesn't look right for some reason. Let's make them longer so we can see. Why do those arrows look backwards? I think it's just the angle I'm looking at it back. That should work right there. That should work right there. Alright. Chug that DP until you literally can't drink anymore. That's 10,001 right there. 10,001. 1.23, that is way too low. That is way too low. I'm afeared of this engine. I'm afeared of this engine. Never ever say this is going to decouple just fine. I mean, I know that if the engines were out and the rockets weren't actually firing, it would have decoupled just fine. I can give Das the excuse he needs. This phone! No, this phone rode 40 miles on the back bumper of my truck once. We were unloading a pool table for my buddy, and we just put this on the back bumper of my truck, and I drove 40 miles, basically from Peachtree City to Norcross, Georgia. 40 miles with this riding on the back bumper of my truck through downtown Atlanta. I mean, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know. It's nuts. We can do this. This will give us a little bit more thrust to weight. What's it going to do? 1.23, 1.21, but that's because it's in the wrong stage. 1.31, that's still not enough. Strut the outer pairs of tanks. Thank you. That's not a good place to put that because that's where we're going to do it as well. So we definitely need to do this. Thank you, Quetzy, for reminding me of that. That is not symmetrical looking at all. That's weird. Why does that not look symmetrical at all? I guess we'll be fine, but... Huh. Fashion. Das! Slim! Oh! We totally have to. No, we totally have to. We totally have to, extra struts for the twin spikes. Yeah, we got it. We totally have to call Slim. Hang on, hang on. Let's go call Slim right quick. Wait a second. We did, promise Slim... We did promise Slim that we are good to go. Let me go to TeamSpeak. Where's my TeamSpeak? In the wheel well of a truck? Jeez, that sounds terrible. Let me open up TeamSpeak. Let's see here. There is TeamSpeak 3 client. Let's go wake up Earthworm Slim. Hang on.
Connected to 91.3.
Is there an Apple tactic? Yes, this is Apple staging where we eject the core. I love it. Okay, look. Wormbot is in the Naptime ZZZ channel over here. The Pleasant Dreams Betty Bye channel. Here, I'll actually stream it. Don't have any Skype on my screen or anything like that that people whine about. Let's see here. We've got this right here. Let me go with this. All right, yes. Let us get Earthworm Slim here. Slim's Wormbot is apparently in the Pleasant Dreams Betty Bye channel. Let's see if we can go wake him up. It may be loud soon. It may be loud soon. Let's see here. I'm not going to give out his phone number. That doesn't make any sense at all, Sith Wizard.
You switched to channel Pleasant Dreams Betty Bye channel on 91.3 The Beach.
Earthworm Slim. Are you there, Earthworm Slim? It is Kerbal Space Academy calling. I don't know if you can hear me, but you need to wake up. Hello, Slim. I'm going to keep yelling. I'm not going to give up on you until you come over here. Where are you at? I am just going to leave myself in this channel and I will broadcast to here. I will broadcast to here because Kerbal Space Academy, Das Valdez, and what's the count? 297 of his closest friends are calling you right now to wake you up. Are you? Oh, wait. It came away from away. Wake up.
Good Lord. I'm sitting over here crying right now.
Are you awake, dude?
I'm awake.
Now.
Barely.
You can wake up and you can go do your stream.
Can't hear you now. I had to mute everything so I could talk.
Oh, you had to mute everything so you could talk.
Because you're hearing a ton of reverb, probably. Good Lord. It sounds like a war zone where I live right now.
Why does it sound like a war zone? Old version. You can't hear me! Hey, wake up! Go all Navi style. Alright, Slim. Our mission here with the KSA is accomplished. You about to start streaming? What are you going to do?
It's
like 6:45 your time. Yeah. Get you some rice and beans or something.
What am I doing tonight? Oh, I'm doing Indie Tuesday with Jazz Punk. Indie Tuesday.
Jazz Punk. Is that a game?
Yeah, it's created by the Adult Swim, which is on Cartoon Network, and it's basically like, I don't even know how to explain it. Think Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Okay. Yep. Nice. Dude, Slim, you have successfully been woken up. Guys, if you want to toss something to my channel, Slim, I'll do my thing with the shout-out sort of deal. But you are officially awake, I think, right?
I don't know how I'm going to go to sleep now.
You're not going to go back to sleep or anything, are you?
No, I'm not. Okay.
Why is Slim sleeping at this time of day? Because he streams all night and sleeps all day. That's why, Jim. Did you go do community service or something today? Good Lord.
Yeah, I spent 4 hours at the Oregon Food Bank today.
Nice, dude. Thank you for doing that sort of stuff. That's totally awesome that you do that and you stream and you ride your bike everywhere. Dude, you're totally awesome.
You're more awesome, bro.
I don't know. I drive around. Anyways.
Zatarain's Dark Race. Okay, I'm going to watch you now.
Did you ever make that stuff? You should totally make the Zatarain's Dirty Rice.
I did, man. I did.
Was it good? Careful how you answer.
It was delicious.
It was delicious. It better be delicious. It better be delicious. All right, dude. Well, I'm going to hop off here. We're still working on the same Eve lander. We've been building it for 2 hours and 40 minutes now. Well, we've been building it for 2 hours. Folks, Earthworm Slim is awesome. We just had to wake him up so that he could do his stream. So, if you want, give old Earthworm Slim a follow right there, folks. That's good times, though. I would be strangling Das at this point. Don't strangle me, please, okay? Anyways, Slim is awake. Mission accomplished. Back to the Eve lander. I had a nightmare. It was Das yelling in my ear. I'm going to go ahead and sign off of TeamSpeak.
Disconnected.
There we go. Alright, that mission was accomplished. Let's go change our OBS here. And get the monitor capture going. Alright. Alright. There's Chiptunes. Excellent, eh? He told us that we could totally wake him up, and he gave us permission to do it. I don't know what to say about it, but he's awake now. You can go to space now. Dude, Monev, nice. I'll totally check that out. I'll fly it later, man. Slim is awake. Mission accomplished. Dude, Slim is awesome. Folks, toss Slim a follow. He's so freaking cool. Toss him a follow. I follow him myself. He is so freaking cool. He dresses up for all his different shows that he does and that sort of stuff. He plays some really cool games. Give him some love. I am going to continue working on this. Now, the real question is, is it worth taking these stupid things, these stupid Separatrons? I just don't think that it is. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that it's worth taking the Separatrons for the Eve-assisted Rato, right? The nightmare. I'm literally dying in laughter. Can you please highlight this? Yeah, what time is it? It's 9:51, so my stream has been going. Let me write it down, Slim. It's 9:51, and we went live right around 7:15. So whatever, 9:51 to 7:15. Slim, highlight. It's like Kerbal Alarm Clock Academy. We wake people up. No Separatrons. Don't need them. Don't need them. I don't know, though. Because we're so low on thrust to weight on the surface of Eve right now. 1.26 is not what I want on the surface of Eve. 1.34, we actually get quite a bit, and we get a little bit more meters per second out of it, too. Look. We actually get 4 meters per second. We get 1 meter per second. No, I'm adding it. I'm adding 4 meters per second for every Sepratron we add. See? I'm totally adding them. In fact, if we just added whatever 12,000 divided by 4 is, if we added 3,000 Separatrons, we'd be in orbit at Eve. Alright. Separatrons for Launchcraft or Cheaty. I don't know. I'm adding it. Why are y'all saying that I'm adding it? I'm adding thrust to weight and I'm adding it. I think y'all were looking at it when it was adding it to the wrong stage. I think that's what you were looking at. Alright. Worth it. I think that it's worth it. Minecraft dude, congratulations. You have 3 craft, 1 landed. Nice. I don't know, Deadliest Path. Dude, it's just a good time. 1.34. Let's see how this goes. I think we fixed everything else, right? We're at 10. Oh, we're still not even quite there. 3,000 Sepratron Mecheaterson Rocket Special. Will Sepratron from Eve. Dude, B-Sparrow, Philly J, and Finchex, thank y'all for the follows. I know we're having a lot of fun here, but we're also doing the most difficult thing that you can do in Kerbal Space Program. One of the most difficult things. That's all a subjective sort of deal, right? Throttle up, panel lock. Fuel line should be good. Let's see what we've got. 3, 2, 1, user. User's going into the craft. We didn't really use we didn't use Master Keef very much, so Master Keef, get back into that rocket, and let's see how this goes. 3, 2, 1, space. I mean, that got us like 200 meters. That got us like 200 meters while the Seps were firing. That totally got us. Stage 2 fuel lines. I think the Stage 2 fuel lines are correct. I think we fixed it. There's a little bit of overheating, but that's okay. See, now the outside engines are draining much faster. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. The outside engines are draining much, much faster. Much, much faster. Slim is such a fancy businessman. That's so much fun. That's like the best raid ever. The dude's asleep and we raid him via TeamSpeak. That's like the best raid ever, I think. Guys, if you didn't toss Slim a follow, he's so much fun to watch. How are we going to get... There's not a good way to know when to ditch that. That's annoying that there's not a good way to know. Kerbal Space Academy is the best academy. Dude, Slim, I will come and see you when I... Eventually, if I ever get this thing to Eve. But that separated okay. These outside things, does the inside tank have fuel? Yes. Does this tank have fuel? Yes. We can totally be doing a gravity turn now. Let's see if we can separate while we're going sideways. Again, we're testing these... Whoa, buddy. We're testing these things to see. We need a cadet to pilot. We've got it, Master Keef. We've already got Master Keef in there. We want to see if we can ditch these stages. Drink it up. Oh, I need to go get another drink. I'm short on drinks right now. But let's see if this decouples correctly. I'm feeling okay about these. I don't feel like those are hitting anything. I love this core. I love how it looks. Let's see if the outer boosters... Whoa! Why did that happen? They had different fuel in them or something? Did they have different fuel in them? What just went wrong there? Something went wrong that we're going to have to learn. We're going to have to figure out. Let me see if they decouple. Something went wrong. For some reason the fuel wasn't equal or something. That's okay. We still have really good, look at that, 30 meters per second of acceleration. Why is this almost empty? Why is the center tank almost empty? We don't want that center tank to be empty. That center tank can't be feeding those outside tanks at all. In fact, the outside tanks need to be feeding the center tank. Did I miss something? Happiness crushed. Das, you gonna put science on it? Yeah, musical tank, I am. What's today's lesson? Eve Lander. If you put a small engine on the bottom of the center tank, you can use it. A small engine. Oh, I see. A small engine. I see. But remember, I'm going to be attaching the rest of the craft there. Suboptimal. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Okay, and the rest of this we don't have to worry about. Looked like too much of a nudge for it to be a fuel imbalance. We need to test something else. We totally need... You ran the lines to go out from the center tank. Yeah, but to these, and then these guys should be feeding the center tank. So why would the center tank... There's the problem right there. There's the problem. Okay, this is important to know. This is important to know. These do not feed fuel two ways. I don't know why it works that way. I have no clue what the deal is. But these things do not feed fuel in this direction. So fuel in this tank cannot be used up in this stage. So what happened was these engines burned out their own fuel tanks while all four of these engines shared the center. That is the problem with that right there. That is the problem with that right there. Because we've got this. That is absolutely positively the problem. This fuel cannot go past this one-way coupler, right? It goes from 2 to 1. That is not a recipe for success. That is not a recipe for success. Didn't we have a docker for an interstellar kicker? Yeah, that is what's going to be at the bottom. That's what's going to be at the bottom here. Shucks! Gosh, that's annoying. That's so annoying. That's really so terribly annoying. The fuel logic, Quantitas, you're not even kidding. For some reason, this part can't do bidirectional feed. It can't. So I could do something like... That's exactly what happened. In fact, let's confirm it. I have another test I need to do. So let's confirm that that's what happened. I think what was happening is that those center engines began pulling from here. They were pulling from here, and they did not pull from here. These engines are not going. Those tanks are not going to get pulled from. Can you run your own fuel lines? Yes, Rook. That will totally work. That will totally work. What is the burn time of stage 5? I can't see it. Well, where is it at? Burn time of stage 5, 59 seconds. 59 seconds. You can. Oh, guys, everybody keeps telling me to drink, and I can't because I don't have any more drinks. Let me go get a drink. I do need a drink, or my voice will die. My head looks so skinny without the... Alright. Can you run 8 fuel lines from the drop tank into the outer lower tanks? That's not the problem. The drop tank is being used first. The drop tank is being used first. The problem is once we drop the drop tank, these engines are getting their fuel from here, and these engines are getting their fuel from here. And when that empties, these engines still have fuel from these, but this fuel is not accessible to these engines. That's a huge problem. That is a huge problem. That is a huge problem. We'll do one more launch with Master Keef here, and then we will get a new cadet next. Doesn't do you any good to ask, though. Doesn't do you any good to ask. That will keep the lower tanks full longer. Yeah, then that's when you need... Yeah, I could have just watched it over there, and when 670 gets to 0, then I could drop it. That may totally do it. Dude, Putter, fin checks. Thanks for the follow, Joe. I appreciate it. I'm going to run a different test. Throttle down. I want to see if we're getting full thrust from all of these guys. Look at that moon out there. What a time to be alive in test rockets. Yes, we are totally getting full thrust from all of those. We are getting thrust from those. So that's good. How do you become a cadet? You just hang out, Immortal Rich. You're earning credits right now. And whenever I do boot camps and stuff like that, special times, I can use those for giveaways. Does it matter much if you fuel the outer tanks with the drop tank or not? If you fuel the outer tanks with a drop tank or not, that's not the problem. Let me illustrate the problem. I know exactly what's going on here because I've run into this before. Yes, brethren, for their amazing thrust to weight and for their very high efficiency in atmosphere. 288 or 282 or whatever, the highest thrust to weight, the highest efficiency in atmosphere. Alright, so let's take off. Now watch what happens, right? When this stage gets to 0, I need to drop the apple core. I need to drop the apple core when this stage here gets to 0. And we can actually look at that. There, watch. When that gets to 0, that tank will be empty and we'll drop the apple core out. 4, 3, 2, 1. There goes the apple core. So we're good. We don't need that anymore. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Sort of deal. And watch what's happening here. Why is it trying to turn that way? That's interesting. All the engines have the same fuel. Let's see here. See how those tanks are empty? These tanks are being used, but these are completely full. Watch. Now, these are going to empty out. When these empty, this engine down here is going to get its fuel from this tank, but this engine here is going to get its fuel from that tank, because this fuel can't flow in this direction up to there. It can't do it. It can't flow past that bicoupler in this direction. So now these engines are using this fuel in each tank, and these 4 engines are all sharing the 720 fuel in there. And that's why that tank was totally dry. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. That is a huge deal. Make a fuel line from the top tank to the bottom tank. No, that's not going to help us. What we have to do if we want to fix this is either get rid of this bicoupler, and there are some things we can do for that, or run a fuel line from there to the top tank and from there to the top tank. Actually, we could get to the SAS. That is what we would have to do. There was that, and some of the engines definitely had fuel for more time. Wow, that's amazing that we didn't die when we did that. But that is what we would have to do. We really have to figure out why some of those engines are running at different... guys, I'm not trying to use fuel balancer. I'm not trying to do any of this other stuff. Oh, that was an unrelated design question. I gotcha. I'm not trying to do the limit the thrust. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to see if the fueling and staging is correct. I'm not worried about limiting the thrust or anything like that right now. Trust me. Trust me. You've got 8 tanks and above them 4 tanks. Yeah. Take fuel lines from one of the tank A's up to tank B on the left or right side. No, what you have to do, you can't do this, right? I've been in this situation before. You can't do this. See, because it hits the coupler. There's not a place that you can find that'll allow you to get a fuel line past that. Maybe if we did something totally cheaty like this, we could get it to work. Nope, even that hits the coupler, see? You can't do it. You can't fix it that way. Let me see if I get all the way up here. There we go. I could do that. So that is good. You have to put it right on the edge like that. I wonder... would it fit over here? That would be a solution like that if we could get it. Most of the places you can't fit it. In fact, I've never actually got it to work like that before. So cool. Learned something new. Look, can I do it from there to there? No. That's amazing. I'm never going to find that spot again. Watch. I'm never going to find that friggin' spot again. You have to be kidding me. I have never actually found that spot before. So right like that, I guess, up to there. Nope. Watch, I'm never going to get it to connect again. It's not supposed to. Dang it. Hang on a second. Oh no! Come on, Deadliest Pass, take it easy. There's no way! There's no way! Run the line past the engine. Past the engine? What do you mean, past the engine? You can't run it past the engine. Now we know why DOS does... Wait, what? I was waiting for that one. That's ridiculous. I can't... Look at that. I got it to connect once. I bet you if we had taken that out to the launch pad, it would have never connected like that. There we go. Okay. Okay. So right there to up there, maybe. Nope. Oh, this is so dangerous, because like one time the craft loads and it won't connect the fuel lines and you're hosed. You're hosed. You're more to the left. Yeah, I just did it. Connect the second tank higher. What does that mean? Connect the second tank higher. Longer line. Run it crossways from one set to a different set. Cubic struts would help. That's cheaty. The symmetry was off for the connection. Really? Oh, brother. This is just how NASA does it when they land on Eve. That's the same spot. It's like it works on one side but not on the other side. Focus. Nope. Oh, brother. Yep, that's a problem. So what I was going to do to fix it, is this right here. I was going to connect them right like this. In here. Can I get to it? Can I see it? There we go. I was going to connect them from like here. No. From like there, not to this tank. We've got to make this work. Up to this thing. And that doesn't look like it's going to work at all, does it? Okay, like that. That would work. And I could put it a little bit lower. So the flipping be caused by a weight imbalance. I don't know. We'll have to see that. What if you continue the right tank to the central tank and the next group over? Right tank to the central tank and the next group over. You mean this? Oh, you mean like that? Then we'd send fuel lines past the arrow spikes. I think that this is a solution. A fuel line into the flat bottom of the decoupler. Really, Monev? Wait, I haven't tried that before. You can do a fuel line like this into there, and that's supposed to work? I will totally give it a try. I will totally give that a try, Monev. Thank you for that. Monev is a spaceplane guru, so I will trust his cheaty McCheaterson things, because the only way you can be a guru at a spaceplane is to know all these little cheats and hacks. Just kidding. I kid. I guess that'll be okay. Did I put it on in force symmetry? Let's see if this works. Let's see if that solution right there works. Plus, I kind of like how it looks, too. All right. Let's save it and launch it. You've tried that as well. Does it work? Slim Seaving again. Don't troll us. The next tank will suck it just fine. Okay. My Delta V went way up with that. Awesome. That is good news. Oh, 10,406. Awesome. That's excellent. Survey says... Jeez. Drumroll mode over here. Who's the winner, Nightbot? Spartan! Spartan is getting in the rocket. Oh my gosh. Spartan is getting in the freaking rocket. The Underglow, I'll add Underglow. I'll totally add Underglow to it. Spartan apparently lost that bet. Create Kerbal. Spartan Kerman. Dude, Spartan Bot, you are awesome enough that I will give you a bad DOS designation. Here, have some courage. Have some courage. You are awesome enough as a moderator that I will put you in there with a bad DOS, Spartan. To you as well, sir. To you as well. Alright, Spartan. Get in the command pod. There you go. Close this down. Let's see how this goes. This is KSA! DOS needs to get rid of mods. Let's see what we've got. We got a lot more Delta V out of that. We got like 400 Delta V from fixing that fuel routing. That's amazing right there. Dude, Monev, thank you. Where is Monev? Where is Monev? Guys, Monev is an absolutely great spaceplane designer. I teach spaceplanes, but Monev knows a lot more about spaceplanes than I do. I know like intro and basics. He's such a better pilot. He's such a better spaceplane designer than me. You should give Monev a follow, because he is another streamer, and he does excellent freaking work on spaceplanes. If I need something debugged on a spaceplane, I go to Monev, because Monev knows his stuff, let's just say. Since we're family friendly, but give Monev a follow. Monev, say something in chat so they can get you. All you have to do is click on his name. Monev, dude, that was an absolute winning thing. That was an absolute winning comment that you just gave us. Putor and Tyler Rays, thanks for the follow, guys. We are trying to get this lander working for Eve. Trying to get this. Takes one for the team. Let's see here. Throttle up. Panel lock. SAS is engaged. It's 96 solid fuel. Let's see what we've got. 3, 2, 1. Space. 0 to space in 60 seconds. Nice. Dude, Gav, I love it. Yeah, Monev. New Balance 45. Nice. Nice. Let's see here. Did I miss anything else? No, Monev, you need to say something in chat. I don't see you anywhere. Say something in chat so they can click your name. So, the overheating is fine. When this stage gets to 0, I need to ditch it. Yep, when that stage gets to 0. There are 302 people in chat, so not far off. There you go. I am Spaceplane Doctor right there, folks. Click on Monev's name and give Monev a follow. Monev is so good at spaceplanes. And that's why I love Kerbal Space Academy. I didn't know that I could run a fuel line into that thing and it would work just fine. That is amazing. That is such an easy way to fix it. I've always tried to route it past it because I thought that just didn't do crossfeed at all. Nice. Thank you. Mooning to do stream where I fix other people's stuff. You should do it, man. Monev. We should talk. We should talk about that. Because if you wanted to do a help desk and run a help desk, I totally forgot to ditch the stage, by the way, but that's okay. We know that Apple Core stage ditches just fine. Let's go ahead and try our gravity turn. I don't think the Separatos will get us going too fast. No, we're not. The atmosphere is so thick. They're just to help us get up off the ground. They don't weigh much. They're just to help us get up off the ground. Let's see if this... Look, this is how it's supposed to work. Oh, but that hit us. That right there is danger-esque. That right there is definitely danger-esque. But look how well that worked. That worked so freaking well. That really did work so well. That is exactly how we're supposed to be doing that. That right there is what we want. That is what we want. Alright, good deal. Good deal. How am I on battery charge at this point? 350? And I've just got the little solar panels on the top. We're probably definitely going to want a daytime. That looks great. Dude, PA 28 Iffer, Pacifer. Can I just call you Pacifer or something? Dangerous 3, Dangerous 2. This is fine. The next stage is going to decouple fine. I'm fine from here on out. I'm not worried about any of this stuff. I'm totally not worried about any of this stuff. I'm good to go with all of this stuff. Revert flight back to the VAB. Back to the VAB. Hectic, don't add random things like that, please. It'd be cool if we didn't just add random things. Oh, you removed it, then you added it. Yeah, like, I actually look at that stuff to see the time in the channel and stuff like that, so don't just add it at random. Alright, that's cool. You were adding it and removing it. I didn't see that part. So, what if we're not going to fly? These solar panels are just for when we're on the ground, so there's really no reason to have them on that stage. That's 10,401 Delta V. 398. Okay, so we'll get rid of those. Sorry I'm late for class. No worries, no worries. Alright. So that's okay. Okay, fine. No, Hectic, I totally thought you were just adding it. If you remove it and then add it again, that's fine. That's fine. That's all good. I gotcha. I didn't see that part. Sorry for that, guys. No worries, no worries. So we've got 10,398. We're still not to 12,000. But the question is how much will we have not in atmosphere? 11,347. So even if the entire flight is out of atmosphere, look at that top stage. I mean, most... Oh, that's actually really good. You know something? I think... Look at the differences. I think, look at this. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. The arrow spikes have almost the same efficiency in Atmo and not in Atmo, right? So I think we should shoot for 12,000 meters per second of delta V in vacuum mode. Because these engines will actually get quite a boost from that, right? They'll get a pretty good boost from it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Immortal Rich, I appreciate this. Scott's awesome too, though. I mean, we're just different formats. We're different formats, and I can answer questions. The transport will push it. Yeah, I'm not worried about the transport and that sort of stuff. Dash, you had commands for all the planets and some moons that show what the planets do and why you should go there. Really? That'd be interesting. Maybe just a video or something like that. I think we should shoot for 12,000 in this. I honestly think we would be very, very close. Very, very close with this lifter as it is. I think it needs more thrust to weight on the lifter stage. But I think we're so close. We're so close to it. We really are so close to it. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. How much delta V? Let's go back to compact mode. I'm going to leave it like this because these, whether it's in vacuum or non-vacuum mode, they get about the same. They get about the same. 10,000 is 3.5 kilometers elevation, not including. Nice. I think we should. I think we're getting really close. Curdle soda program. Nice. Okay. What else am I missing? Yeah, dude, Jason Graff, I totally have YouTube. Right there, Nubius just got it. Nubius just got it. Judo Toss You, thank you. Daily Dose, stoked to be here. Thank you for dropping by. Bro Sidon, 1,000% more mainsail. I'll do some mainsail hype for you, Bro Sidon. You don't know it to be true. This is the whole rocket to Eve. No, Oshatzel, this is just the lander. Remember when we looked at the subway map? I know we've spent so much time on this, right? This is just the part that's going to get us from Eve to low Eve orbit. From Eve, that's all that this rocket's going to do. It's one of the most complicated builds in the game. Dash should be fine on Delta V as long as he launches from about... Yeah. I think that we're so close. I think that we're so close. Now, how far out of the atmosphere would that get? Would it be far enough that the main statecraft would be able to dock and burn with the fuel in it? Dude, brethren, that's a really dangerous thing to do. That's a really dangerous thing to do, for sure. I want to get this entire craft into orbit as it is. So we're definitely going to need this. Wait, we don't need that. 11,295, and if we take that off... Look how much delta V that is. Look at this, folks. This little docking port pays 0.02. 0.02. And if I put that docking port, look at the delta V change. 11,347. 11,295. It cost us like 50 delta V just to put that on there. Interplanetary kicker, expendable probe landers. Yes, Darth Andrea, that's exactly what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. He's answering questions from 10 years ago. I think we'll have a recovery craft. We're going to make the recovery craft. And I am going to keep this stream going until we get this Eve mission done, y'all. So if y'all are in for the long haul, I'm in for the long haul. It will all go up on YouTube later. But if we're in for the long haul, I'm going to do this. Hi, DOS. This monstrosity is awesome. We're not even done with it yet. And I really like that it's kind of compact. It's not too fat, right? Tried in-atmosphere docking 200 times, succeeded 2 times. It's all about how fast you can get it done. Alright. What else can we do? I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that. What else should I be worried? In for the long run, nice. Today's word, y'all, dude, hectic, that's every day's word. That's every... How much do these weigh? Well, let's try some things, right? Somebody said, what if you ditch your chutes? Right? So let's look. What if we ditch our chutes? So we would put something like this. Right? And we would decouple it like that. And we would put the chutes on it. And then the first thing that we would do, let's see what it costs us to not carry those chutes to orbit. $11,388. What is that even telling me? 11,388. I didn't see if it was higher or lower. 11,347. It's worth 40 meters per second of delta V to ditch the chutes first. I'll take it. I'll totally take it. 40 meters per second of delta V to ditch the chutes first. Now, since we're doing that, can we also ditch our solar panels? In for the long run, theory is fine. You're going to be going slow not to lose energy to the atmosphere. Curb and landing for the whole lander. Structural integrity in uneven terrain. You need steps on the chutes. Yes. Can I also get rid of this? 11,391. 11,391. So what did we gain? Look. 11,391. Oops. No. Okay. 11,391. 11,388. So that really doesn't mean, that doesn't make a huge difference. That's like 3 delta V, so big freaking deal. But whatever, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yokum, we said that they were cheating. We said that we were cheating. You can watch me in Source? Did we get encoders at some point and nobody noticed? Do we have encoders right now? I don't know. Huh. Do we have encoders? Y'all answer that one for me. Optimarod says that he's got source mode. Can you change to other things? Taxaz, so bedtime for me. Dude, Taxaz, this will definitely be up there. The chutes will help us land. What else can we ditch? How much do these stack decouplers weigh? 1 ton each. Or sorry, 0.1 tons each. No button, negative. Okay, so somebody said they had it. Interesting. Alright, good deal, good deal. Thank you for saying that. We'll have permanent encoder soon, I think. We'll see. We could take off a half ton if we got rid of all these things. They look really cool, though. They look really cool. Only source or auto. I see. Okay, okay. Standard source. Yeah, there you go. No choices. Gotcha. Volgar the Mighty. Not sure why you consider the landing cheating. Because chat told me that it was cheating. And so I'm going to do it like this. That's why. That's why. I'm watching you in source. Okay, so that's not the encoders. That means it's source. Yeah, there you go. See, so the source doesn't mean anything. I think the rule of thumb here is the more weight we can take off these very end stages, the bigger the impact will be. What else could we ditch? I think we need that in there. That weighs what? That weighs like 0.1, doesn't it? 0.2? Yeah, that's okay, I guess. I'm pretty sure that I could get into orbit with this as long as I don't land at the very bottom. What if you got... Oh, Master of Aardvarks! Great idea! Great idea! Great idea. Get rid of the landing struts, too. 405, 419. 405 and 419. What do we have before? $391. So we'd get like 20 meters per second of delta V not to have that. Don't you need a docking port? No, we don't need a docking port. We don't need a docking port. Yes, we do need this mini. I buy shirts on eBay. We do need this mini. That is going to be 91. Oh, no. Okay. That is going to be 91 up to 19. So that's going to be a difference of 19 plus 9. Just a little tiny bit. Jeez. Add some separators to the outside of the first stage. What's up, D-Templar? How's it going? I don't need a docking port. I don't need a docking port. I will show you why we don't need a docking port. This is going to be a freaking marathon mission, guys, but we're going to get it done. Okay. You only need 11,282 if you land at 0 altitude. If you land on a mountain, you can get by with less. Yeah, but this isn't... What does that mean, Lucifer, right? Because we don't have that much right now. Look. If we actually go to atmospheric mode, we've got 10,441, remember. So we're counting on the fact that, look, 1429 in the first stage, and if we go non-atmosphere, it goes to 1436. We're counting on the fact that those stages barely change because you get almost the same delta V, or you get the same ISP from the arrow spikes one way or the other. That's what we're counting on. That's what we're counting on. Smaller decoupler for the Apple stage. No, that is the smallest decoupler I'm going to go with. I'm not going to go with the miniature decoupler. I'm not going to go with the miniature one. I mean, what would those savings be? 0.15 to 0.05. That would be some, but something that we get rid of very early like that, I don't think we're gonna worry about it. I don't think we're gonna worry about it. Separatrons for these. Don't we need separatrons for these? Let's see what we've got here. Where is the separatrons for these? There we go. And so all this stuff is just going to get ditched right away. Wow, I'm worried about that. I'm so worried about that hitting that tank. That may not be the best of plans, honestly. Especially with 2 separatrons going. We could make it... Advantage of how sturdy the arrow spikes aligned with the spikes. Mona Bobby, we can't break one off. We can't break one off. Bean, we actually do have some asparagus staging on here. We do, but we didn't want to do it all with asparagus staging. That, we didn't want to do it all. That's why you test it. Yeah. Separators are better than decouplers. Why? Why would separators be better than decouplers? I don't think so. Explain to me why. KJLJ. You could probably get 500 by messing around with the last stage's fuel level. The last stage's fuel level. What do you mean? That's going to do nothing except give us less delta V. I mean, taking fuel out of the last stage will only give us less delta V. I don't understand what you're telling me to do there. You don't actually need the bicouplers. Rolo, I know, but they look pretty. Put the Sepratron on the center, pointing out. On the center, pointing out. So do you mean like this? Monev? I mean, that might work, right? We'll just separate right at those fuel lines, and then we could get rid of these. We'll test it. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. Adding small tanks. Oh, by adding some small tanks. Interesting. Plus, remember, we still have to make a ladder that goes all the way down this thing. We totally have to make a ladder. You can make the current last stage 2 stages. What about a Scout Lander probe? We're going to do that later. We're going to do that later. We're not going to put it on this ship. We're going to put that on the mothership. And if this is the lander, imagine how big the mothership's going to be. Alright. The decouplers are upside down, so they'll come off. Yes, so they'll come off. That's exactly right. Buggier, they don't always do their job. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the inline decouplers being buggy. I think they always do their job. If you want to put bicouplers, at least use the new ones that have fuel. If you want to put bicouplers, at least use the new ones that have fuel. I think those have a different mass fraction of fuel to weight, though. Like the pants, you mean? They only have liquid fuel in them, too. Yeah, that won't work. They only have liquid fuel. See? We couldn't use those. We would not want to touch those because they only carry liquid fuel. Yeah. I have to see the mothership. It must be gigantic. Is probe core in command chair instead of pod? Yes, that is totally cheaty. Look, Bean, for people that are just coming in, the more delta V would be lost in ladders. People that are just coming in, we are fully aware that we could have been done a long time ago if we cheated, basically. If we just did a small probe core like this, and if you want to do this, it's your own game, right? You can play however you want. But we were trying to say this, we know we could have done this. This would have been too easy. If we got that and a command chair like that with a Kerbal, not a Kerbal on it, right? This is the simulate the weight of the Kerbal. If we did that, that's a command chair with a Kerbal in it, and put that on there, we've got like 13,646 delta V. Like, we could totally do that. We could totally do that. We could totally do that. Pants is LFO tank. Huh? No. I just looked. Pants isn't an LFO tank, is it? It is an LFO tank. Where did I see the... Huh. Where did I see that it was only liquid fuel? That's weird. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder what it weighs dry. 1.7. And I wonder what it weighs dry. And I wonder if it would look good. How big are the pants? We're gonna need to do something to test this. So anyways, we could already be done. We could just toss this guy on there, and we could Cheaty McCheater send it to orbit and that sort of stuff. What is your current Delta V? Lucifer, Lord of Light, you have to put it in context. Is that in atmospheric mode? Is that not in atmospheric mode? Oh, there you go, you said in atmospheric. The current Delta V in atmospheric, 12,386. Altitude at landing spot needs to be... So you're basically just telling me that it needs to be a certain size, right? 40 per duty, a bit late and a bit tipsy. Nice, Ravioli. You can't send another lander to a planet without pants. Hang on. Optimerad, you're right. I don't know why I thought I don't know why I saw that those were only those were only fuel. That's weird. I totally messed that up. Thanks for getting my back. Think science, not sci-fi. What is your current Delta V? Altitude at landing spot needs to be... You can do that math. My current atmospheric Delta V is, well... Alright, there we go. Got it back. Got it back. Headset! Hello? Is anybody there? I can't hear you. Who did that? Who did that? Yeah, we are working on that. We are working on that. The hardness to read the things. They're ordered differently than other tanks. That's what got you. If your Delta V is below, you can plug it in that equation. It'll tell you the altitude. Yeah, you plug it in the equation. You plug it in the equation. That's a cool equation, though. Alright. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, these are energizers. These are energizers. Just leave Duna on a hot day when the air is just to give you more Delta V. Alright, we know we could be done with this. We know that we could be done with this. This is not how we want to do it, right? This is not how we want to do it. We want to use the actual command pod that everybody says is not cheaty. Like that. Because the other one, wait, 10,353 in atmosphere with that command pod. If we use this command pod... 10,783, and that is even with the monoprop in it. 10,9, so we've got almost 11,000. Judo Tashu, I do think the low thrust to weight is going to be a problem. People are telling me that it's not, but I don't like the thrust to weight right now. Use a Mark 1 lander can. Rooney, we know, but we said that that was cheaty. We said that that was cheaty. Make sure you move the monopropellant. Yep, this is 10,946 versus... 10,353. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. How did the flight go? Dude, it went great. It went great. We should pull for lander can or not. I may be okay with that because we are spending a lot of time on this. I may be okay with that. We know that it's lighter. We know that it's lighter. Eve lander that isn't chair or Mark 1 lander can. Because it's not designed for atmospheric landers, it says, right? This capsule was designed for lightweight, non-atmospheric landers and seats a single occupant. Features a novel full-body crumple zone technology. Whereas this one, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, Herald is a safer, more reliable option. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Alright. Lander can. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Because we were giving... A lot of people were saying, use the command chair, and we don't want to do that. We know that it's easier to design the rocket if you use the command chair, but we couldn't picture an atmosphere, we couldn't picture a Kerbal leaving an atmospheric planet in a lander, in a landing chair, right? A command chair. That doesn't make sense. They need to be in a pod of some sort. A pod of some sort. Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Pull open. Lander can... Lander can or one pod. Alright. I'll open the poll. There's a poll. If you want to go with the lander can, do a 1. If you want to go with the Mark 1 pod, do a 2. You can go ahead and vote for it. Y'all go ahead and vote for it. I'm not even going to look at it. About 3 hours so far, I think, Chris. I think. I don't know. I am going to keep looking at this while we do this. 10,441. 10,3. It costs us 100 Delta V to carry that probe core. You guys vote whatever you want. Vote whatever you want. Jeez, it's like neck and neck. It's so neck and neck. You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to carry 2 of these to freaking Eve, and we'll land them both, and we'll see which one gets off the surface. Maybe that's what we're going to have to do. I mean, the way these results are going. While y'all do that, I am going to look at this. This design right here, I'm going to save as the... this is just a backup. Save it, and then I'll change it back over. And save it. I just made a backup of my craft. The KSA Eve Lander backup. Okay, good. Because what I wanted to do was take these off. Like that. Replace it with a pants. Fork symmetry. Pant action. The pants. Yeesh. I gotta do it from this angle so I can see when it's aligned. I'll check the poll. I'll check the poll in a minute. For now, I am just going to go and work on my little guy here. The pants don't want to go, buddy. Look at this. The pants, no likey. I think the pants are actually clipping with the thing. Well, what if we did, is that LFO? Yes, it is. Plus, this is bonus points for this new spaceplane parts, I guess, right? Pants. I'm not in hate with that, honestly. It's a little annoying that those aren't exactly aligned. Let's see if we can fix it. That looks really cool, honestly. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. The pants. Spaceplane or the pants. Do you want to sit in a tin can that has comfort zones? I'm going to look at the vote. I'm going to look at the vote. I am going to look at the vote. That was loud. Where was that? Where was that? Where is it at? Where? There it is. There it is. Who was that? Dude. Pixius. Thank you for that. That is freaking awesome. Love the stream, DOS. New to KSP, but you have made it incredibly fun and accessible. Keep up the great work, and thanks for keeping it family friendly. My 8-year-old daughter is loving it as well. Dude, Pixius, my 8-year-old my 8-year-old daughter loves it too. She is all about it. Have you seen? I don't know. Have you seen? Wait, I've got it in my images. Look, image list. Where's the Casher rocket? There we go. I don't want that. Look. My daughter drew this for me. My rocket I would build. You can tell the destination is the moon. There's lots of craters on the moon. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that donation, Pixius. That is amazing. This is the rocket that Casher would build. Right there. So, I think that is really freaking cool. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. That is so cool. Yeah, Brofist for sure. Much hype. That is so cool. That is so cool. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Isn't that cool? Pixius, thank you again. Oh, that's so cool. That just makes me feel good. My ear cat loves getting in the way while I try to watch. Thank you again for the support, Pixius. It is a really cool game, and I love to keep it family friendly because I think it's a great game to get kids interested in space and science, and we really need that. We really do need kids interested in space and science. And, oh, don't do me that way. Come on. It doesn't want to attach. Buggy. Oh, I got 3 of them. Okay, got him. Yeah, thank you again, Pixius. That's so freaking cool of you. That is so freaking cool. Still split. I think we have to have both. We have to take both. That is cool. Again, Pixius, thank you so much. That just made my day. Just especially knowing that you and your daughter watch it. That's cool. Let's see what we've got. My aerial dog is apathetic. What? It's so cool. I think it's really cool. I think it's honestly the pants. It is actually the pants. Fashion Academy wins every time. Alright. Your dad likes how I am learning orbital mechanics. Jake, that's awesome too! That's awesome! Thank you for that. Nice! Ah, yes. Have your parents watch, folks. I mean, have your parents watch. If your parents are here, if you're like a high school student or something like that, your parents are watching, have your parents say something. And I'll give your parents a shout out, because I am totally all about... Oh no, this is going to be the problem with the pants. The clipping region. I will totally give your parents a shout out. Because I think parents that support that type of stuff are totally awesome. I mean, you know, mostly because I support that type of stuff, but what could you do? And I'm a parent. What? What did I just grab? The wrong part, apparently. And I aligned it with the inside line. Okay, cool. I mean, somebody came to chat the other day and was talking about how their dad bought him a copy of the game because they saw the stream and thought it was was educational. Nice. Oh, the lift. The lift. Interesting. Goldie, you don't have to keep spamming that. You don't have to keep spamming that. No need to spam it. I'll check the poll in just a minute. I'm playing with this right now. The staging is wrong, apparently. Where is that? That's there. What are these? Oh, that's the top. Okay. That's the top. And then we have all these. Okay, those are in the wrong stage. That's the problem. So let's go ahead and put them in the correct stage. That's terrible. What's going wrong? Something's totally wrong here. 1.42 on the pad. Which means we're actually holding a total of less fuel because that has 135 and that has 135. And these are 90 times 2, which would be 180. So we have, oh, we're holding a little bit more fuel. Wait a second. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. Something is wrong here. Something is wrong with the staging. Because this is telling me that, Huh. What just happened? I was so caught up with the awesomeness that is people, and now I have less delta V for some reason. What are these? Okay, those are on the side. Then that's the center stage, right? Tell me it's not something wacky like the fuel line routing doesn't work. Is it something wacky with the fuel lines? Is it going to do the same thing where it's not actually going to pull this off? Yeah, why would we need to do fuel lines? Do these act the same way? Do these not go in two directions like that? Something is seriously wrong with our rocket. Drink. Thank you. That looks like a huge problem. It didn't reconnect the fuel lines. Now it's got the fuel lines. 10-3-28. 10-3-28. Dude, Bevo, thanks for the host. I don't know if you can hear me, but thank you for the host. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. 1.42. We've got pants on now. So is this less or more? 10-3-28. 10-3-28. And let's see here. This is this. The Eve Lander with 10-3-28. Let's open up the backup. 10-3-28. And the KSA Eve Lander 10-3-28. Where is it at? Eve Lander backup. Cost a lot more for some reason too. 10-4-41. So this design has more. So apparently those spaceplane parts, the spaceplane parts are more fuel tankage mass per unit of fuel, right? So you've got extra wasted weight in there. Even with the fact that these weigh 0.1, those spaceplane parts weigh too much. Those That's yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see here. 1.25 cover for 0.25 parts. What is this? 0.16. I love it. All right. Let me go try to fly this thing. No, not this one. Let me go back to the other one with the pants. Eve lander. There we go. Load it. All right. Good morning from Scandinavia. Dude, Scandinavia, what's up with you? How are you doing? If we could find a way. I mean, that looks so cool, though. It really does look cool. I mean, can everyone agree that at least this looks cool? Can we at least agree on that? I haven't even looked at the poll. I want to fly the rocket like this. Oh, that's ugly, DOS. No. Bad fashion. Are those things not in the correct symmetry? They're rotated. They're rotated one tick. How about that? That is the right symmetry. Gotta have your pants on straight. It won't work if you don't have your pants on straight. I think people of all ages know that. It is a problem if you try to put your pants on and you don't get them on straight. Okay. That is cool. 1442. Not too heavy, but they are uncontrollable, and Eve has a low max Q. I place the blame on tight pants. All right, Captain Tight Pants. Aye, Captain Tight Pants. But think of the fashion. Listen to... Wait, what did Lucifer say? You can land as low as 18.4. So at 10.328, you can land as low as 18.949 above zero altitude. Really, Lucifer? You're more helpful than the good book led me to believe. It makes it look strange? Really? I think it makes it look awesome. But we've got to run some tests. We totally have to run some tests. We absolutely have to run some tests. So... let's see. Nope, not going to do it. Alright. Unless this is crisscross, the pants are on backwards. You want to send on Eve? Dude, Immortal Rich, thank you for hanging in there. I know. I am not going to lie. I know that this is a very complex, a very time-consuming build. And we're really talking. We're really talking through all the different decisions and problems and things that we have to solve. We've got some fashion going, too, so what can I say? I don't know. Has 0.60 more thrust away, therefore less fuel. What? Oh, it has less fuel. Oh, you're telling me it has less fuel. But the other ones, they were 180 each. They're not the 90 tanks. They're the 180 tanks. So it does have less fuel. It does have less fuel. Walking Paradox, what's going on? Let's see if our decouples work. Let's see if our decouple will work. First, we can get rid of the parachutes. We don't need the parachutes anymore, right? So let's toss the parachutes off and see if that... Wait. Who was going in there last? Oh, yeah. Spartan was. Oh, but Spartan's not created anymore. Has Spartan said anything anytime soon? Spartan 9801. There you go. Fall Fashion says pants are better than... What? And we'll click the bad DOS button there. Okay, and then we'll put Spartan in the pod. Okay, and then we'll get rid of that. Alright, awesome, awesome, awesome. Throttle up, panel lock, SAS engage, pants on correctly, belt turned on. 2001 Birch, I could totally land this on the moon without that. I could totally do that. I volunteer as tribute. I'm going to put Spartan back in. Let's see how this goes. We're going to toss the top parts first. So, F5 for safety right here. 3, 2, 1. Please don't kill us. Why didn't the Separatrons fire? The Separatrons didn't fire. That's confusing. The Separatrons totally didn't fire. Were those the wrong things? Huh. See what Slim is up to. Dude, Dave, thanks for hanging out, Dave. I appreciate you. It just, like, popped off in the Separatrons. Tell me that I didn't have the wrong ones there. Did I have the wrong ones there? I'll go ahead and, I'm not going to revert to launch. I'm just going to F9 because that'll keep Spartan in there. That's not normal. Look. The Separatrons did not fire. That is not a normal thing for the Separatrons to not fire like that. Huh. 2 of the decouplers didn't work. I bet you that was it. I bet you that was it. They can't be... It's not the staging. The staging's correct, but they can't be connected to the decouplers didn't work. Because I've never actually seen that happen before. So what we could do, we could totally do this. We could totally just go... Seems legit. That totally seems legit. Yep, we did it. We fired it in 2 stages. Dude, Birch, thank you for the follow. Xbox One as well, and Tyler Ray's. I remember getting Tyler Ray's. I know I can't revert. I'm okay. I can always F9 and recover, right? That works like a charm. That works like a charm. So let's check the rest of our pants staging here. Panel lock, throttle up, SAS engage, 3, 2, 1, space. That definitely puts them a lot further away. That definitely puts them a lot further away. But it actually has less fuel, like somebody pointed out. It has less fuel, like somebody pointed out. And we've got to wait till that first stage gets to 0, then ditch it. I feel like I'm being dragged around in a direction that I don't want to be going to. That's weird. We'll ditch the apple core, and then we'll have a look. Look at this weird... Look at the weird... fueling is wrong. Something's wrong with the fueling. There goes the apple core out the bottom. Fueling is bad, though. Yeah, look. Why does that one tank have more than everything else? Seriously? The other ones are already empty, and for some reason that one tank has more than everything else. I don't see what the problem is. I definitely don't see what the problem is. Now it's totally not pulling fuel from over here for some reason. Look. Everything's empty except that one tank right there, and then that's going to happen. Oh well. Seems legit. We could totally recover it, but I don't know what the fueling problem was, and honestly I don't want to try to remember it. I honestly don't want to try and remember it. The Van Vino, we actually did a test with that, and it was only like 3 Delta V. They get ditched too early, so it doesn't really make any sense to do that. But that is a good idea. That is a good idea that you see a lot. It just doesn't really add that much Delta V. That's interesting. How can I revert the flight? What I actually want to do is F9 it. Why would I still be able to revert that flight? So that was interesting. I don't understand why that tank was not draining correctly. It's got fuel lines everywhere, it looks like. Struts, I see those in there. Yep, and that's going in to feed the interstages. I buy shirts. We're not going to run out of time. We're totally not going to run out of time because I'm going to do this until it's done. I must have left my lucky shorts in the locker. Yeah, we could add more things up to the top of it. Question, why wouldn't you be able to revert with the flight? Because the parachutes? No, Bevo, because usually if you F9 it and you revert, the game loses what's going on, and so you can't revert after an F9 usually. I totally reloaded it with an F9. But I guess since I hadn't actually launched the craft yet, it allowed me to revert it. I usually don't think that you could, a pump level problem. No, I don't have any of the pump levels even turned on. All that stuff is completely turned off. Fuel lines cutting different tanks, but everything looks good. The fuel lines up there look good. The fuel lines down here all look correct. Maybe the problem is the so it's not only the guy playing. No, it's just me. It's just me. I'm the only person playing the game. Maybe that's a great idea. Who said that? No, I totally just made it up. Goldie, I just made it up. I do it all the time though. I think what's happening, I think Opti's got it. I think on one of these tanks, the fuel line is connected here, and on another tank, the fuel line is connected there. I have a feeling that just some vagary of the way that symmetry worked has them connected to different tanks, and that's why they were draining differently. I think that that's what it was. I think that that's what happened. Yeah, I think that that's what happened. I just reverted it, and then we lost Spartan again. Shucks. I really honestly think that I'm just going to go with the other design. I mean, I don't know how much more fuel we would have to add to the top of this to make it work. Wait, we can figure it out. That's 135 plus 135, and the other tanks are 180, so we're basically missing 45 fuel. And the tank that holds 45 fuel is this right here. That's the tank that holds 45 fuel. So to fix it, all we would need to do would be this right here. And that would be the same amount of fuel. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So that right there is the same amount of fuel. Okay. How many percentages is the lander done? But it's 5 a.m. here. It's getting later as we speak. Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing the stream, and I know that it's different time zones all around different ways, but I want to keep on going with this. 10,399. Oops. 10,399. 10,328. So we only get like 70 delta V from that. Stick the small shanks under the chutes. Stick small tanks under the chutes with the separatrons on them. Yeah, but then we're gonna have to have. Then we're gonna have to totally have a another. No, I didn't even look at the survey results. Fix the separatrons while I'm here. Jeez, oh Pete, people. I mean, that should totally work, and that should totally work. It did. It changed just a little bit. It went from 10,331. Watch Lucifer. Check it out, Lucifer. It went from 10,331 to 10,339. 10,331 to 10,402 actually there. All right. Let's see what the poll says. Let's see what the poll says. Missing the main rockets. Yeah, Goldie, that shouldn't take that long. Let me check the poll. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. Poll close. Lander can 46 votes, Mark 1 pod 32 volts. Jeez, attach the fuel lines from the sides of the inner tank to the sides of the pants. That would be a lot easier. Yeah, I don't think we had the space before to do that. Drink. It is really close. It is really close. All right. Thank you, Emperor. I appreciate that. I know that it's a very long build. We knew going into this build that this is one of the most complicated things that you can build in the game. Okay. So this one has 10,402, and we would want to change the staging. It's... Oh, that makes me very concerned. But that probably is the most efficient way to do it. That's not actually the pants, right? But that's in... Those are clearly all going into the same stage. I don't like it when they zigzag like that. Let's do this. I really just want to take both out there. And the fashionable tight pants. Hallie Good. Hey, Hallie Good. Welcome to the stream. I'm Das Valdez. I teach Kerbal Space Academy. And you can find the parachutes by clicking on this utility tab. It looks like some little gears up here. And the chutes will be down here. There's a Mark 16 parachute that's for smaller pods like this one. See? Fits up there. And there is a larger chute like this that's for larger pieces. We've actually got quite a few of these on there already. So you've got that larger one. And then there's also another special chute called a drogue chute. It's got the orange top. That one's just to slow you down. That's not one you land with. It's just something you pop when you're high up in the air to help you slow down. And it looks like that. A mushroom, actually. And then finally, you've got the radial attached. These radial mount parachutes, again, they're right there on the radial mount tabs. And you can attach them like this. So those actually go on the outside instead of the top of the stack. But welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Hallie Good. Welcome. to Kerbal Space Program. Hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, ask us. That's what we do here. I'm about to just launch this thing. I'm about to just build a ship underneath it and launch it, because 10402 is not too shabby. It really isn't too shabby. We all teach it. Dude, RTAC, that's a great point. We all teach in the Academy. RTAC, thank you for pointing that out. I should say that. Everybody, I mean, it's me right here. You totally overlooked it. No, Hallie, good, welcome. I'm the guy with the mic and the camera and the game in front of me, that sort of stuff. But everybody helps out. Like, you ask questions in chat, and sometimes they answer them before I do. Sometimes they answer them, and I don't. Let's look at the mass of the ladders and see how that affects our delta V. Where are the ladders at? Dasa doesn't actually know where the ladders are. 0.05, 0.05, 0.05. So basically it's most efficient to use these because these are the longest ones. These are the longest ones. And we're going to have to deal with that dorsal battery there, so let's move it down a little bit. Okay. And so maybe the first ladder we need will be the shorter one. And then we will extend it. How is that affecting our delta V? 402 doesn't seem like it's doing much yet. There's only 6 directions, DOS. Come on. Alright. That totally looks legitimate, right? That totally looks legitimate. A vulgar display of power. The Joshu... Yeah, there you go. Nice. Awesome. Gamma Quad, not right now. Aren't you going to use the lander can? Yes, the poll said lander can. The poll said lander can. I will build another one of these with this pod, though. I'll build another one of these with this pod. I'll build one with both pods. I don't even know. I'll build one. Luis can build one with the cheaty pods. And we'll just call that a day. I will use the lander can because the poll definitely came out with the lander can on top. So I will put the lander can there and take all of the monoprop out of it. 10907. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're good. We're good. I changed it. 10402, you can go 16. Dude, Lucifer, thank you for doing those. Thank you for those. Are the ladder ones physicsless? Are the ladders ones massless and physicsless? Because if so, you're a cheater, Gav. Or who said that? Gene. You're a cheater, Gene, if those are physicsless. Cheater McCheaterson. We're trying not to cheat and use massless parts. Alright. We're gonna have to dodge our dorsal batteries constantly. That's actually dangerous right there. That dorsal battery is not getting dodged, and that right there, it looks like we're gonna need the short one again. All ladders are massless. All ladders are massless. Okay, well then. So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna design a craft that he can use to the top and get in. Everything I made when I first started playing the game exploded. It was so awesome. Dude, Sync Online, that's exactly right. Dude, Walking Paradise, thank you for that. Mark 1 lost. Yep, the poll is weird. Mark 1 lost. Alright, that's okay, that's okay. Thank y'all so much for all the kind words. I guess, let's watch this. 10907, and when I put this on, does the mass of the craft change? That doesn't actually cost me any delta V. So what we actually need to do is eject all of the ladders. Ooh, don't tell me this one's going to be too short. Ooh. We'll have to see if the Kerbal can make that corner. Blowing up the VAB is the best. You can go as low as 577. Nice, thank you. With a perfect flight, I think. With a perfect flight. Dosh, just use the ladders. I am using the ladders. What are you talking about? I'm totally using ladders here, aren't I? I'm confused as to what you're telling me. Oh, the pants. The pants have significantly increased our height. Alright, that's legitimate. Use the small 3-step ladder to connect. We'll see if we can, we'll totally see if you can do it. But now what? I mean, now what happens? The ladder rungs. No, you can't. Jason DeGraff, you can't on Eve. The gravity's too heavy and you can't lift off the ground using your jetpack. You cannot use it on Eve, which is where we're going. Yep. No need for dorsal batteries if you have ladders. Well, that's actually not a bad point. That's actually not a bad point. It has a light on it, is relative positioning, docking. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. For the planes, it's always been massless, but since they add 0.5 mass on paper, it would mess up the COM ball and the spaceman hangar like crazy. Oh, gotcha. Alright. Just make the ladder down the tanks. Like, down this would probably be the best way, but then how would he get around the corner? Right? Yeah, I guess that's not going to be the best thing, going down that. He needs to get over there somehow. Add a drop tank to use as a step stool. That would be awesome. We'll add a jettisonable ladder. For all the different stages, Battlescar, for all the different stages. A little craft to fly the Kerbal up. Chat would kill me. Chat would kill me if I did that. Chat would absolutely kill me if I did that. So tilt the ladder to the pants. Let's see how that works. We say the weirdest things on this game sometimes. Alright, now we've tilted the ladder to the pants. I really don't like it when it looks like that, though. I'm gonna do a Fashion Academy solution here. Sorry, I'm gonna do a Fashion Academy solution to this. He's just gonna have to jump for it. All right, nice. AMO on Epic. You don't have to spam it. I saw it the first time. I just couldn't respond to it. All right, I am going to make. Because this is going to get jettisoned. This is totally going to get jettisoned. How can I do it, though, without killing everything? I don't have a part to use. No. A crew crawlway. Another crew can... Oh! That's not a bad idea. That's honestly not a bad idea. We could add, like, some sort of lander can down here, and the Kerbal could crawl into it and crawl up the center of the rocket. That actually, Andrea, that's actually freaking amazing. Jump side and slide down. Okay, can't nerd pull up. Alright, wow. I honestly really like Andrea's idea. Except I was going to add some more fuel to the bottom. But that's actually really a great idea. Between the pants setup and the inner tanks. Yeah, no, this is what I was gonna do. Look, wait. I may go with Andrea's idea, but this is what I was gonna do. 0.25, 0.4. Oh, that's gonna hit our dorsal battery. So sad. Maybe we don't need that dorsal battery specifically. Alright. See, look, I was totally gonna do something like this. Something very lightweight, but not cheaty. It's not very lightweight, honestly, but... I love it. I absolutely love that. Hang on. See, so I'm cool with that. We'll move it back a little bit. That'll be our dorsal battery there. Usually I don't like them tucked in like that, but, you know, what can you do sometimes? Gosh. Okay. So that's cool. Alright. Alright, that's awesome. Did I just miss a follow? Dude, Master Sime, King of the Ninjas, Tito. Guys, thanks for the follows. I'm just getting the follows every now and then. Won't that create drag? Just a little bit, but we don't care when we're landing, right? We don't care when we're landing. This is just going to be... Look at this. Oh, no, it doesn't reach the ground. Eve has lots and lots of gravity. Eve definitely has lots and lots of gravity. I really like this, though. And so the question is, can we do it like this? Can we get that far enough down that it can reach the ground? No, that's going to be an entire other ladder, it looks like. Let's see if we can make it work. Where did that even come from? Alright, let's see. We'll do the dorsal batteries last, because they're kind of getting in the way. Alright, I'm okay with that. But is that low enough? Ooh, that's so close. That's so close. Excited to see how this will get into a fairing. I think it would fit into a fairing very well. That's why we kind of kept it thin. It's really not that much bigger than one of these parts. Look. It's really not that much bigger than that part right there. I think that that would look great in a fairing, honestly. I really think it would look great. Dude, Hectic, get some rest, man. Get some rest. Alright. Okay, that is really cool, and I think what we can do... I really like that ladder. Just don't accidentally eject it. Because the weight of the rocket will also compress the landing stretch just a little bit. So we'll be good to go, right? I think that that's pretty darn cool. Let's see if he can actually climb around it, though. What did Goldie say? Hey, Goldie, whenever you say something that you need me to see, say DOS. Say the word DOS. Remember, Ava's gravity will push everything further down. That will definitely do it. Move the middle ladder down some. Yeah, let's definitely move the middle ladder down some. The middle ladder. Which middle ladder, Gene? Right like that. Okay. Test the ladders. We're definitely going to test the ladders. Needed to see the scale of it. Alright. That is really cool. Dude, Lucifer, yeah, thank you for that. Snakes and ladders. Here's what we're going to do. Action groups. Action group 5 on this one will be, toggle ladder. Toggle ladder 2. Toggle ladder 3. Toggle ladder 4. And toggle ladder 5. Alright, so that should extend all the ladders. All the ladders. Remember to bookmark those ladders. Can't remember the correct name. Action group, I think. Action group. Let's send it out there. Toggle all the ladders. I wish I could just toggle all the ladders with one key press. And now I can because I action grouped them. And Goldie, yeah, that's exactly right. DOS, remember to da-da-da-da. That's exactly how you do it. That pops it up on my screen, and that really does help me out. Look at that. Jeb, get out of there. Hey, Gold Digger, you can totally... Look who won! Look who won! The winner is F5 Bot! You can control cricks to action group all at once. Oh yeah, I actually don't ever remember to do that. The ladders are pretty dang close to touching the ground. I think we're really close. No follow, no winner. Congrats, F5 Bot. F5 Bot it is, everybody says, so let's just go with it. Create Kerbal. We're still missing Spartan. F5 Bot Kerman. Not very courageous, totally stupid. Good times. Alright, there we go. Let's do that. Let's have F5 Bot. F5 Bot is using an unnamed part, yeah. Alright, all the mods are winning. That's right, that is 2 mods in a row. Let's EVA F5 Bot Kerman and have him go for his... Ooh, that's... Okay. Oh, he can't make the turn! Okay, wait, he made it, he made it. Oh, look at this. That's a little bit of a scary step right there, isn't it? Yeah, look, the ladder's almost touching the ground already. It's definitely just up to his kneecaps, so I think he's good to go. Oh, that's not his kneecaps. That's like his armpits almost. Alright, so he made it down. He made it down. Alright. F5 Bot has mobility. The end is near. Alright. Let's see here. Grab. Ah, yes. Climb, climb, climb. We should eject the staging thing right now. Climb, 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 climb. You summoned the Kraken using ladders. Alright, please make the turn. Please make the turn. Just reach for it. Alright, he made the turn. Please make this turn. Now this is going to be the wacky turn. That was a little close at the top there. I'm not sure if I'm totally okay with that. That was definitely a little close at the top. Well, let's check the staging on the decoupler. Hang on, where is that at? Okay. Let's see how this goes. Such stages. Alright.